Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a magical place known as Chocolate Island. The island was not like any other. It was entirely made of chocolate. From the tallest chocolate mountains to the bubbling rivers of creamy milk chocolate, the island was a dreamland for anyone with a sweet tooth. Trees had leaves made of wafer cookies, and the flowers smelled of rich cocoa. Even the birds that flew around sang the sweetest melody, much like the gentle whisper of sugar crystals. One fine afternoon, in a small town made of gingerbread houses, lived a little girl named Lily. Lily loved adventures, especially when they involved sweets. Her best friend was a cheeky squirrel named Nibbles, who had the bushiest tail and the most curious eyes. They spent their days exploring the wonders of Chocolate Island, but there was one place they had never been: the Great Chocolate Cave. The Great Chocolate Cave was said to hold the most delicious and mystical caramel swirl. It was hidden deep within the Chocolate Mountains, and no one from the gingerbread town had ever reached it. One sunny morning, Lily and Nibbles decided they were brave enough to find the cave. Packed with a map made of fondant and a compass that glistened like crystal sugar, they set off on their adventure. The journey was filled with laughter and excitement. They crossed a bridge made of thin mint cookies, skipped over gummy milestones, and traveled through the forest of the peppermint woods. As they ventured deeper into the mountains, the ground began to change from milk chocolate to a dark, rich chocolate, indicating they were getting closer. Their path was filled with tiny bursts of chocolate chips that exploded like little fireworks under their feet. Finally, after a long day's trek, they reached the entrance of the Great Chocolate Cave. It was grand and gleamed as if someone had polished every inch with caramel glaze. Holding their breath with excitement, they entered the cave quietly. What greeted them inside was beyond their wildest imaginations. The walls were draped with flowing caramel curtains, and the floor sparkled with edible gold dust. At the heart of the cave, there lay the legendary caramel swirl. It glittered with all the colors of the rainbow and smelled just like the dreamiest dreams of candy. "We've found it!" exclaimed Lily, her eyes as wide as saucers. Nibbles twirled his fluffy tail in delight, his nose twitching with every new sugary scent. As they admired their discovery, a gentle, kind voice filled the cave. It was the voice of the Chocolate Keeper. The Chocolate Keeper was an old, wise turtle who had guarded the cave for centuries. "Little ones," he said, "the true treasure of the Great Chocolate Cave is not the swirl itself, but the adventure you've had and the friendship you've shared. Always remember that the sweetest journeys are best savored with those you love." With hearts full of joy and arms loaded with chocolatey treasures, Lily and Nibbles made their way back to the gingerbread town, the golden sun setting behind them.